Hello, and welcome to our Werewolf the Apocalypse game, Broken Spirits. As a warning, this is a mature game and explores some dark and troubling themes. These may include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, drug use, and many others. Our players have discussed consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. Players will always let us know if anything gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. If you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Our streams are always going to be available on YouTube after the game, so you can always come back to an episode if you feel ready. First, I'd like to thank our sponsors, starting with Mikhail Artoria of Artoria Designs, who creates these beautiful dice boxes. You can visit him on Instagram, and I'll have the link in the chat. You can get coffin-like dice boxes. You can get regular square ones. You can get rectangle. I don't know if he makes circle ones or cones, but that'd be pretty sweet. You have to bug him about that. And Illuminagents. Illuminagents is a comedy web series that weaves real conspiracy theories into its sci-fi short-form episodes. It's shot in Toronto. This indie production will leave you laughing and questioning reality at the same time. You can watch season 1, which includes the musical finale episode, for free on Sika.tv. And there's an episode where you can see this guy, but it's not the same episode as the musical one because that was in my contract. I don't do music. It's weird. And Orc Style. Orc Style is an adults only fantasy fetish fashion brand for you orc loving monster huggers out there. Orc Style shirts, underwear, and accessories are sure to drop your intelligence and increase your confidence by 10 points. They have also just released their Chompers Orc Tusks. Chompers are perfect for cosplay, roleplay, and streaming. Orc Style's expert tusk enchanters infuse the spirits of great orcs, trolls, ogres, and goblins into magical tusks that will transform the common human into a fierce monster. And they just released their Thembo hats, so you can buy one of those if you really wanted to, for all the Thembos out there. And Martlet Games. Martlet Games is a collective of ttrpg veterans ready to work for you. From tabletop RPG development to actual play production, they have contributed to various Storyteller Vault titles and sponsor channels like this one to keep the World of Darkness a haven for those with stories to tell. You can visit their link in the chat to explore their world, and they can help you create yours. The chat should be over there. I don't know. It might get flipped. Who knows? And Demiplane. Demiplane is an amazing resource that has a bunch of different things. It's got Marvel stuff on there, Avatar The Last Airbender, TTRPG stuff on there, and it has vampire stuff on there. It has Vampire and Hunter currently. Werewolf is coming soon, from what I've heard. And they just released the vampire character sheet things for that. So you definitely want to hop on that and get some vampire character sheets cooking. So it's time to introduce everybody who you see on screen. Let's start over here with the special guest storyteller, DC.
Hey everyone, I'm DC. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, basically the entire internet under DC Lasair. That's DC Lasair.
And Zach.
Hi, I'm Zak Vaudo, and I'm once again returning as Bishop Ash, your Arun Shadow Lord, as we kick off this mission.
And this guy is Storyteller Steve. Usually I'm Storyteller Steve, but I'm not Storyteller this time. I'm just Steve. I will be playing Jason Cyberdog Hudson, the Glasswalker Galliard, who is a streamer. You'll usually see him like this and saying, hey, be sure and like and subscribe. Kyla.
Hi, Kyla. You can find me at cosmic_Dazai on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr because I'm sad. Tonight I'm going to play Eileen, who is my first character that I have mostly on the hinges right now. Don't change this for me.
Abby.
Yeah, I'm Abby. I'm your local indigenous nerd, but tonight I'll be taking on the role of our lovely little lupus-born wolf, Ripley. Our little red talon so full of anger and rage and probably no table manners.
but she loves her wormies treats.
Hashtag sponsor us, Pentax.
Jamar.
That's me. Yeah, I exist and I write stuff sometimes. And I'm on ttrpg things sometimes. I'm playing Itzley, the weirdest little theurge any ghost council person has ever had. Also, he's got terrible secrets and has very specific opinions about the universe and the spirits in them. And he's making sure everyone knows them.
All right, DC, what are we up to this particular episode?
All right. So, last time you found out about a new opponent, shall we say, possibly, and a book that he has stolen from one Gimbal in the Spirit Land. You visited Gimbal's library. And the group has decided to infiltrate the manor. They found out that there are security guards that were hired and placed throughout. And they came up with a plan to get in. And part of that plan involved the street fair of various artists. And that's where we'll begin. The fair is going well. There are various stalls, there's someone doing jewelry, there's another person doing sock puppets, there's the food vendors. They're a bit away from the porta potties. And yeah, it's bustling. The people are coming in. Going good. The street fair was put together in an amazing amount of time. Everyone's really impressed because it's like they just heard about it and came in, and they're amazed that their city can get together so well and just make something like this happen almost overnight. There are some complaints that some people, it takes them months for approval process and they have to start at the beginning of the year, but this just slid right on in. Fantastic. And a lot of praise for the people who put it together. And yeah, it's mostly in front of the street of this manor house that you wanted to get into. So what are you all doing?
I'm walking around, just mingling, shaking hands, keeping the front presenting face to all the people. Just because this happens to be a mission to save Gaia and the Umbra doesn't mean that I can't still make sure that my soul is getting the proper exposure that it needs for all of this. So just my cell swag is just everywhere. At the same time, I'm keeping an eye on Jason and Eileen, just making sure that they're okay. I'm checking to see when Itzley breaks off to do their Umbra approach, and I'm keeping an eye on Ripley to make sure that she doesn't forget that she's in Hamid form right now and start doing lupus related things. And all this time, just sort of glancing over to the manor, just want to see like when this dude becomes interested in what's going on outside of his house.
Yeah, it's a pretty crisp fall day out, and leaves are sort of changing. There's someone with cider and donuts. They're just frying them in front of everyone and putting them out. They smell great. There's just racks of them. They have a few tables set up, and it's so many tables that they have to ignore part of it because everyone just wants their donuts. They're the best donut bakery in town.
Hey everybody, I'm here at the MyCell art commune thing. Come on, like and subscribe. Let me switch it around here, show you these donuts. Oh yeah, those look great. Those look great. I'm gonna hit mute on it and be like, Bishop, when are we going?
We need to attract attention first. So, and I just keep glancing over again. It's like once our resident over there seems to actually give a shit about what we're doing out here, we have a bit of an in.
Okay. Also, check out these the slushy machine over here. Like, how much of a throwback is that? Millennials, am I right?
I'm on guard dog duty. Sure, I might be on 2 legs in this horribly uncomfortable form, in this suffocating shirt, and God forbid, shoes. But I'm here and I'm doing my job and I'm keeping an eye on Bishop and making sure nobody gets too close. And that doesn't really translate well to human standards. So I found, for instance, I have this, the intense dog guard stare, but, some guy thinks I'm giving him eyes, only to get close, be like, hey, girl, what's going on? I bare my teeth. Oh, she's tripping. I could catch you later. Just lean over to Bishop. When can we start tearing things up? I need to
Same thing.
sneakers.
Same thing I said to Jason. Once our resident catches eye of what we're doing, then we have an in. The whole point is that this can be distracting and hopefully cover for what's going on. Every time somebody asks me, I keep glancing back at the mansion and Steve Flannery's like looking out of a window if the door's open, etc.
Quickly, or else I'm gonna start chasing those fabric creatures. Are those magic? She's staring at the sock puppets. She's intrigued. Are those creatures of the Umbra?
Not that I'm aware of, but I can't speak to them all the time. I'm sure that some are somewhere.
The wind
Try the
picks
donuts.
up at this moment, and you swear one of them turns its head right towards you.
I need to keep an eye on these monsters.
Try the donuts. Hamid form means human stomach.
Well, I'll take a chocolate eclair.
All right. So you go over, make sure no one's watching. You grab the chocolate eclair because I'm guessing money's not a thing you have typically.
What is money? What is currency?
Right.
What is capitalism?
I literally just pay right behind her.
All right, everybody, be sure and like and subscribe. And then I turn it off. And then I go, hey, Ripley, here's one for you. You're a ragabash, right?
I don't think we're supposed to use those terms out here. I don't
Your
think
sh-
we're supposed to use those terms out here.
Your shoelace is untied.
Oh,
And then I
what?
do the boop up her nose thing.
You kind of add a rage to my tracker for that.
I think
Yes.
that actually counts for
Yes,
the
you
text.
can.
I'm at rage. I'm at rage 4.
The next elder you come across, use that against them. They'll love it.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask. This is a new
Yes.
day. Are we back at Rage 2?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
This will be a new day, so you can have rusted and
That'll make
recovered
me
a
rage
little
3
bit.
then. I'm still very angry.
How are we doing for the willpower?
Normal
we-
recovery.
Okay.
yeah.
Which I think is all it comes back, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody.
Yeah. Oh, this was something I meant to add last session. I forgot. Even regardless of what the rule is, Gimbal as a gift for doing this will restore everybody's willpower.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Me who spends willpower like please. Because I was thinking, I was like, oh, I'm gonna need a lot of stuff. I am probably in Glabro form anyway, like when I get here. And I'm just kind of like all up in my do not perceive me life.
Okay,
But
it's the auditore.
I have a pretty good stealth, so I can keep myself out of sight. I just look like a dude, which is a kind of slightly more jacked dude who's real hairy. I look rather swarthy in my Teen Wolf werewolf form.
Yep, that works. All right. So yeah, you're doing good.
And then I'm gonna roll for my penumbral senses, which is intelligence and wits. Damn. Let's see, 1, 2. How smart am I? I forget. Someone tell me how smart I am.
You have intelligence 3.
You're
Thank
super
you.
smart.
I'm so fucking smart. That's what I like to tell my mom. Let's see. All right. Oh. Rage dice. Don't fuck me, Gil. Okay, that's 3 successes for my senses, so they are probably on.
All right.
It's just a willpower. I don't even know why I did that, but still. Okay.
And go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm just kind of meandering about, trying to see what the spiritual vibe of this art fair is before I make my, and if there's any spiritual activity near the house before I make my way over there and send myself into the Umru.
Yeah, so the thing that stands out right away is this manor. It has a reflection in the Umbra, but it's more weaver and worm kind of mixed and go there. You can just tell by the way it's built, by the structure. It looks like it's webbed and this kind of familiar corruption along the various brickworks. And but it is a structure, so you'd have to, no matter what, you're going to have to enter it to see anything in there. But yeah, it doesn't look pleasant.
I'm going to.
But
I don't even talk.
Okay.
I'm just texting people, being like, everything looks real weaver wormy at this house in the packed group text that Ripley is not in because Ripley has no phone.
Even if she did, Ripley is too busy having a stare down with those sock puppets.
Looking at the name of like the group chat, which is probably just our names, I'm gonna text back like we should have a pack name. Why don't we have a pack name? Send.
We could always be on I guess it would be on brand. What's the word? What is the word I'm looking for? Obvious and be my cell, but with 2 L's and 2 words.
Supply
That
that feels masturbatory. It's like no, yeah, like just Ripley over my shoulder. Like, no, I'm not that egotistical. Like, no,
Aren't you though?
different name. Only in public. I replied, different name, like new name. Put it on the to-do list for after this.
Eileen, what are you doing?
Lead is trying to distance herself because her conscience is messed up right now.
They have to do paperwork fraud. It's really hard on her.
This is why this is temporary.
So you're kind of away from the group and just you're here, but you're looking at things disinterested, or
I'm in the mood. I'm in a bit
in the
stink.
All right.
But also, like, I knew that ignore the dress because I just thought about it right now since it's a different day. Since she kind of knows that like they're going into this haunted house-esque place. She's just in her hunting gear right now.
Excellent. All right. And as far as the fair itself goes, the umbral reflection is fairly light. Like there's a clear cutoff to where this starts. Like the street, if you will, which is in the Umbra, just kind of foresty. But there's stalls and there's the sense of joy and these reflections of various art pieces, and even some of the food has shimmers in here, and there's even some small, essentially what look like pixies or fairies looking at the various things. But once you hit the gate to the manor, that sense all ends.
The vibes are fucking terrible there. Got it.
And
Has anybody
as you're-
looked out from there yet?
No, but as you're keeping an eye out, you do notice and Bishop, you would probably notice him first. Someone in a very fine suit, and they walk up. They don't come out of the manor. They walk up. They look at all the art. They take exquisite notes on various pieces and take various pictures, and they go stall by stall very slowly throughout the fair. And then they head up to the manor gate, and guards look at them, and they open the gate and let this person in.
I say both out loud and in the text message, that's our cue, and I like just shoulder my shoulder bag and just walk slowly towards the manor.
All right.
Following you Secret Service style.
I'm gonna grab like a thing of those donuts, the donut holes or whatever, and I'm gonna like skin bind them and spend a willpower so I can have some for later.
Excellent.
Is the gate is also, so I'm guessing it is, so I probably need to like make my way through the gate and then cross. Is there like a enclosed patch on the property that I can like do this not very short right into the Umbra?
Yeah.
Or should I do it?
If you go down away from the fair itself, there's you can find a bit of a secluded area to get through that's still relatively near the property, and you can probably climb over a brick wall or something into the lawn area.
That sounds good to me. I will start doing that when they start making their way there.
I think as I see Itzley start to do that, I just give Bishop puppy eyes. Please, please let me go into Lupus.
Not until you're in the house, unless you want to follow Itzley through the Umbra.
You know, I think I can get used to being on 2 feet if it means staying out of that shadow place.
Well, when we get you in, if we can get you into the house away from everybody else, then you could shift back and actually sniff out what we're looking for.
Next time I get a him bone, you get half of it.
Absolutely. I'm just check back for Jason and Eileen as I'm walking up.
Yeah, I'm following.
You know, Eileen is following, but she's like slow. She's just making sure, one, because she has the proper paperwork, but she looks oddly threatening, like, oh, you're in the wrong neighborhood now, because she has the gun registration in one hand and like the 30-30 Winchester just like on her back. She's just waiting. I have a permit to carry. Hello. Do not arrest me.
I have permission. I can do what I want.
Well, I'm not gonna do something crazy yet.
Just give her a knowing nod and then lead my total group of 4 through the gate while Itzley goes off the side.
Okay. Well, this guy enters, and then there's guy essentially with a gun, and they close the gate as soon as he takes one step past the gate, and they can safely close it again.
Is there anybody standing on the other side of the gate, or is it just unoccupied?
Oh yeah, there
Great.
are.
I'll lean forward and
People.
I'll lean forward and just go. Hi, Bishop Ash of my cell. I just was wondering if we could give a quick word to the owner of the place as a thank you for letting us run this outside of the location.
Just stares at you.
This is going to sound a little out of left field, Storyteller, but how do these people smell? Do they smell like people?
Yes, they are people.
Okay, they're
Great,
just
that's-
assholes.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yep.
Well, that's gonna save a question for the very next thing I was going to do. So I say that rather politely. First, I'm going to look to Eileen and go, do you want to talk or should I?
Hi, I'm Eileen from the City Council. I'm afraid to interrupt you today. However, I just wanted to, one, give my thoughts and say sincerely thank you, but also we have some problems regarding a permit, and it seems like I was the representative sent from town hall. I can roll for this, by the way. I can roll.
All right, go for it.
What am I rolling?
So, you actually have this paperwork, yes?
Sure. Sure.
Sure.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah. At the end of the
Like-
episode, you were at town hall
Oh
getting the
yeah, I
paperwork.
do.
Yeah.
I do, so I
Okay.
don't have to lie.
Right. Yes, that's what's going to affect your
Yeah.
roll. So,
Because lying is wrong.
I think
You
the only
can-
lie is that there wasn't actually a problem with it, but you have the paperwork.
Yeah,
Yeah. So roll your intelligence plus politics.
Wait, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Okay.
You know this paperwork. You're saying it. You're making the thing that this is a problem that has to be dealt with. From
It
a
looks like
city level
your
to
pork.
a personal. What's
I
that?
do have 6 on a crit. It looks like the porch
Okay.
here it was done illegally without permission from the board or the council. I'm looking at the dimensions right now. It seems to be an inch or two above where we say is reasonably fine for us as a city. Do you mind if I take a look and inspect it?
All right. So he does the whole pressing the comm against to his ear thing and starts talking to someone, and they're like, okay, and they open the gate for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll put my hand on the gate door to like politely let Eileen through, and then so that the rest of us can also follow through just before he even gets a chance to shut it again.
Okay.
I think I outclass him in strength on this one.
Yep. Yeah, but you do get some guns from the other people kind of trained on you at this point.
Cool. I'm going to immediately
Eileen's
look at them,
fine.
and then that's cool. I'm immediately going to look at them all, and I'm going to activate my gift of stare down because they're all human, so I automatically succeed, and I just go stay. And you know that thing that people pretend that is actually an alpha wolf thing? That's what happens here. Like the whole point of stare down is
He's been looking at
they submit.
Oh
He's
yeah.
been looking at the Andrew Tate TikTok, so no. Run.
So you do that, and they don't, quite comprehend what's happening to them, but they're all like, they all put their weapons up, and they just sort of stare, and some of them kind of walk away. They're not sure why they feel this way, but they are separating. Yeah, and they are going
smile.
to different areas of the thing, and they let you on through, no problem. So
Yeah, just a hard switch back to the corporate of just like, thanks so much, and just let everybody else do it and follow Eileen and the others through all the way back. Close the gate behind me, everything else.
Because this is kind of a human kind of social thing, I kind of scooch Ripley in a bit, like, okay, we can go now. Come on.
And she just gives you a bewildered look.
So, yeah,
Last time Bishop did that we had a share manager meeting. That was pretty impressive.
yeah, he knows how to get things done.
Perhaps there is something to this whole Caro business.
Humans are useful. Donut?
The chocolate ones?
Did I manage to grab the chocolate ones? I think so. Probably, yeah.
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 Popping them in my cheeks and munching, mouth open because no manners.
So yeah, we all kind of pile in. And
All right. Itzley, what are you doing currently?
So I am I rolled so I took one ag because I rolled a 2 on my rage dice.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I am in the umbral in there.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of walking my way toward it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually going to like change into actually no, I want to be able to keep looking, so I'm just gonna stay put. Besides, I'll probably need hands to deal with weaver worm constructs. So I'm just gonna make my way to the house, but I'm not gonna use the actual gate,
Okay.
like the umbral version of the gate, which I assume is manned question mark or spirited.
The gate looks different in its umbral reflections a little off, but you can walk right in. There's no you get the sense of the malice of the security force, but there's no real reflection of them or other spirits to deal with here.
Oh, work. Then I was about to be like, all right, I'm gonna climb the wall. I'm gonna do all this. No, man, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna walk in.
All right.
And I want to spend I want to like just get directly inside. I can see I have my printable senses, so I can see where my friends are, but I want to go a little bit ahead of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to see if I can like get a good spiritual layout of the building. Like, and probably, how do I say this? I want to kind of feel out like the area, but I don't want to go to where like I'm assuming that this guy that we're after can see into the umbral like I can at the very least. Like I don't think I'm particularly special in this regard. So I don't want to like see him because then he might see me and then I'm ass over kettle. But I do want to see if I can like kind of feel out where the knife in the book might be.
Okay. So you'll definitely have to go in if you want any hope
I'm
of
gonna
that.
go. I'm gonna go in, but I
Okay.
basically want to investigate, and that's kind of how I want to like go about investigating. I
Yeah.
guess is the long and short of it.
As you approach the door, it's not an effect or anything on you, game mechanics wise, but does feel heavy here. It smells bad. You can almost taste the corruption in the air. As you approach the door, it's just a solid web, and it looks like there's almost like a microchip weaved within it.
Ooh. Also, is my do I know or feel if my definitely not evil bestie, spiritual bestie is around? Or servant of bestie?
They are not currently around.
Okay, that's fine. I was just checking. Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of pull these threads off of me like a normal like, oh god, I just walked into a spider web fashion. and I want to roll and see if I can. I want to specifically see if I can find the dagger and or the book. Whichever
Okay.
one I can find first, with the least amount of resistance, whatever that roll would be.
Okay. Well, to find the book isn't going to be hard. It has a very big umbral reflection, and you sense that you can almost see it like through the walls gleaming, because this was owned by a powerful spirit. This is an object, and there's a room on the first floor the book resides.
Yeah,
And,
that's what I was expecting to happen. I was like, fuck.
And the rest of you, what are you doing?
Actually inspecting around the fucking perimeters where the fucking porch is.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing that, thank you.
I'm waiting for her to finish doing that before we all like go inside. So I'm just rolling with this cover story for now.
Yeah, there's a small thing wrong with the porch, and you could ding them for it and get them in trouble if you wanted, but
Yes.
it's
Yes.
Yeah.
It's 2 centimeters off. You need a fucking permit for that shit. You can't have that extend out into the lawn. It doesn't look right or congruent with the other houses. The HOA is pissed.
Hold on to that as a weapon if we need it.
I'm assuming the rest of us are just kind of like hanging out like it's a union job. There's like one
just like-
person inspecting, the rest of us are just standing around drinking coffee.
It's like, yeah, no, that's a violation right there. That should have been ran by the board.
Some new form of the litany. The HOA.
Kind of.
It's a human litany, but like a subversion of it.
It's kind of like the
Horrifying.
worm version of the litany.
Even worse.
Yeah.
I'd give it a solid Weaver rating.
I wouldn't, and I'm a glasswalker.
That's only because you people rent.
That's fair.
Once Eileen's done, I'm gonna either push on the door or knock on the door, depending on how much they let us come in.
As soon as you go to knock, the gentleman that wandered in is wandering back out. So you go to knock, and then the door opens, and this guy steps out. He looks around at y'all, just shakes his head, and walks back out towards the gate.
This was like the person that seems to be like the person residing here, as opposed to the security guard.
This is the gentleman that looked at all the art, took notes, came in, and now he's walking back out.
This
Gotcha,
is
I'll
like
turn and say,
a visitor more than anything, I think.
Well, I'm gonna check. I'll turn and say, I'm sorry. Are you the resident here, or are they still inside?
No, I the art dealer. I for my client.
Oh, this guy's
Wonderful.
like an agent. Donut?
Wonderful. Well,
No, thank you. I have further business. I don't know what you're all doing here, but they let you through, so must be important. Anyway, I have other things to do. And he just keeps walking.
Storyteller, real quick, does he have any
Yeah.
woo-woo about him?
I was about to say, are his vibes off? Is he using Axe body spray or is he using Umbro body spray?
No, he's using Axe and an inordinate amount of Axe.
So it's
So
umbral
on
body
that
spray.
level,
of
it's
the
bad.
word.
You can see it through the
There's a like trail of it.
Itzley just sees a haze following this guy.
It was the glow that he saw through the wall. He thought it was the book. Well, if this man has left the door open and then walked away, just go. All right, and I'm just going to walk right in.
Okay, you walk in.
Because clearly this man did not close the door.
Well, he tried to, but you were right there and just kind of held it open, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Mechanics thing, storyteller.
Mhm.
The stare down thing says it's in effect for a scene until I drop it against any humans. Supernatural creatures,
Mhm.
there's a contested roll. So I'm sort of keeping it up so that we don't run into further hurdles until we meet this guy.
Right. So as soon as you close the door, we'll say that scene's over, and now you're inside, and this is starting a new scene.
Sounds good. So yeah,
And
just gesture for everybody else to come in.
Yeah. Ripley, come on.
The moment I cross that threshold, you can already just see her shift. Like, I just pile of clothes on the floor. She didn't care about the rite of dedication. She's Ripley again. She's ready to be on. I'm ready to be on the Scooby-Doo shit.
I'm just gonna sigh and just pick up her clothes and shove them into the bag I brought alongside like my own set of clothes. And just go. We're supposed to wait, but go fast.
And when you enter, you're in like a foyer or foyer, whatever you want to say. And there's a decorative red carpet leading all directions. And you step through into a hallway. And a ways down, there are 2 grand stairwells leading up to another floor. And there are rooms over to your left and over to your right.
I am going to start just wafting my snout through the air and looking for the most recent sign of activity, the freshest trail.
Okay. That would have been the person coming out. You can clearly tell he went upstairs.
I think without word, just like a bloodhound, upstairs where he went.
Don't be seen.
Well, be careful.
All right. Itzley, are you going after the book?
Is the book on this floor or is it on the second floor?
It is on this floor.
Cool. I'm gonna do that because I saw Ripley go upstairs, and that makes me think that the dude is upstairs. So I'm gonna go that way. Not
All
that
right.
way.
So you go for the book. You open the door, and it's a large study, and the book is laying on a desk, open still. And there's just mounds and mounds of books all on shelves all around this room, and kind of one small desk in the corner with it even has an inkwell in it. But the book is right there, very shiny.
Okay. Now this is where things get weird. So I'm gonna ask for the clarification real quick because penumbral senses. I'm gonna read it out loud. If I can find where it is, because I'm a dingus. Where are you hiding from? Do not hide from me, boy. Oh, I think it's actually like one of the basic bitch gifts that anyone can get. It is. Okay. The Garu senses become attuned to both the physical and realm and the Umbra at once, enabling them to perceive both worlds simultaneously without penalty. Make them visible to entities, physical entities. Okay. So no. Okay. I was gonna check if I can grab the book physically, but I cannot. It is in the physical world, like the book itself is in.
Yeah.
Okay,
the book
that's what I
itself is
thought.
in the physical world. Yep.
So is anyone in this room?
There is nobody in this room.
Okay. Is the door? I'm gonna find a corner, like close to the door, so that no one can see me. Actually, no.
Mhm.
I'm going to. Am I gonna do that? No. Can I see the spiders of their phones? Can I see and speak to? Is what I mean to say.
Yeah, why not? This sounds fun. Let's do this.
I am actually going to run to them, and I'm going to like like try and like rummage through their physical pockets to get the spiders that are basically like, I imagine like there are like little spiders in everyone's cell phone, like spider spirits, weaver spirits. And I'm like, I want to go to the one that to Bishop's and go, found the book on the first. It's how I think I can send texts, but from this side of the world. um you can be like, actually, I think that's bullshit, and never mind, that's fine. But I want to just like use that to send, like, it basically comes out as like a really weird text because it doesn't come from me, it comes from just like,
Yeah, you're negotiating with this little spider spirit, and it's doing its best to try to send the message. And so, Bishop, you get a poo emoji a couple times. You're not sure, but eventually the message comes through in about 2 or 3 messages. And what's the message?
The book is on the first floor. Should I grab it now or should I wait?
I'm going to message now and then put my phone away, and I'm going to look up to see where Ripley is on the stairs. Like, and once she gets to like top landing, but like where she could be out of sight should this dude come out into the open, I'm going to, in one of the loudest voices, like, speaking to an assembly voice as possible, just call out of a, hello, we were invited in.
I think we've done this routine a few times. So Ripley, you just see her melt into the shadows. Actually, I'm going to get a little freaky deaky with this. I'm going to use some umbral powers. Intentionally, I'm going to call upon blissful ignorance and vanish on the spot.
Okay.
Eileen is just there. She has her rifle out. The best way to take care of something is through the old-fashioned way. All this magical mess, it's silly.
I just want to get this guy's attention and get him out here talking to us so that our friends can go do things away from us.
This is just for protection. I feel safe.
That's completely fine by me.
Isn't that a hunting
right.
rifle?
Yes,
Are we not
it
hunting?
is.
I mean, they don't know that.
I mean, I always go out and hunt game with this. It's fun.
But yeah, so Storyteller, just voice that reverberates up the stairs into the
Mhm.
hall. I just like, come on out, please.
You don't want her to ask for the manager. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not in the mood. Not in the mood.
I
I'm
think
still
tonight
just
is-
holding. I'm still just holding the rifle. Just not in the mood.
Just give it a
Bishop.
moment. It'll be fine. Yes.
In your mind, you get a ping and goes, of course, welcome in.
Wait, me?
Nope,
No, it's
Bishop,
me.
just
Bishop.
Bishop.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's
Go.
great. That's
Feigning ignorance, I'm gonna just go.
And then the mental link breaks.
Yeah, feigning ignorance. I'm just gonna go. Did someone say something? Hello?
Yeah, nobody said nothing.
I'm gonna call out again. Should we come up or should we wait for you down here?
You don't get any reply.
Let's go. And I'm just gonna go. We'll come up. And I'm just going to start upstairs and look back at these two, and I'm just gonna tap my head in that very like something happened in here kind of way.
I'll melt out of the shadow behind you and just take behind, but I'm being stealthy about it. You're not going to notice there's a giant wolf dog following in the background.
I'm going to go up.
All right. You all, so Itzley, you grab the book. You can just have it at this point.
That means I am not in the Umbra anymore.
Okay.
I've actually, since it's not, how long would you say a rite takes to do?
Depends on the right.
Okay, how long would it be more? Do you think it would be faster? Because it doesn't say it on here per se, but I imagine it's probably like 10 minutes or something, like casting something ritually in D&D. But like, how long do you think it would take for me to like just cast the right and keep the shadow shard, which is a valuable resource, or should I just like crack?
Mhm.
I think it's like 10 minutes for the going into the Ember Rite or coming out of the Ember Rite.
Yeah,
so.
so we'll
But-
say 10 minutes. Yeah,
Me-
because you got to prepare a lot. You have to align the energy in the room, and
Yeah, I'm not doing all that. I'm just gonna use the shadow shard.
okay.
And then I'm gonna tuck it into my my dick's all out. It's all right. It's
Mhm.
fine. But I have my coat, so I'm gonna put in my coat.
All
Hit your
right.
thigh as you enter the umbrella.
And then I'm going to wait. It's in my coat, so I can turn into a wolf now,
Yes.
Mhm.
which
Go
is
for it.
dedicated because it's dedicated
Yes.
and it's in my coat.
Yep. I did the work.
And so I'm just gonna join them upstairs. I'm probably gonna be like a round behind, but that is what I'm gonna do.
But okay, but you're still in the Umbra, yeah?
No, you had to come out because of the because
Oh, so
the
you
book is
came
in
out
the
in your
Yeah.
okay, and so your wolf form, but also coming upstairs, like sneaking with Ripley.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So you all go upstairs, and this red carpet is just everywhere here. And here on this floor, you see paintings, and this is all very well lit. It's not like dark, spooky manor or anything. It's all the lights are still on. You can see just fine. And so you go up the stairs, and there is paintings all over the place up here, and you see about 7 different rooms laid out before you.
Stand in the middle of the hallway and look around and just go, Marco?
No reply.
Eileen is just going to go for the closest door. She's just
All right. You open up the door. This is the bedroom.
nothing of interest, I suppose.
Just, yeah, bedroom, clothing,
Yeah.
sheets. You do see a diary there.
What's in the diary? The
You
diary.
you open up this diary and you start thumbing through it. And just by the writing, you get that it's the same person, but there was a change somewhere, like a year or two ago. And the writing goes from, oh, yeah, I had breakfast, I met so and so, da da da, into, I think I'm close to this. And it names an object of some kind. And you get more writings like this, like, I found it, I will survive this. And it's now a journal of basically item collection that he has found. And you recognize some of these names. Some of these things are essentially magical, for lack of a better term. They have a spirit to them. And this person has them, and somehow he believes it's a little off, but you get the sense that he, just like in your meeting, you got the sense that he wants to survive this apocalypse or whatever. If it's already happened or happening, his goal is survival. And it's clear by collecting all these things, he thinks he can make himself powerful enough to do so.
I'm just going to keep that in my mind pocket, but I won't say anything.
All right.
I am going to turn back and look at Ripley, who was very clearly sniffing at the air, and just kind of gesture down the hallway of like, any idea which door?
Come on, Scooby, show us where it is.
All right.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Who wants a
Are
wormy
we're feeling-
snacks?
All right. Yeah, you have enough dots. I'm not even going to make you roll. You can kind of smell where human scent was, and you can go right up to that door.
Ripley, Bishop gives that subtle hand command, like, well, track, and nose to the ground. You see her just clinging to the edge of the walls as she begins to trot down whatever hallway the scent is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I'll follow
eerily
behind.
predatory.
Not that eerie. We're wolves.
Yeah, fair point. You're seeing Ripley in her element. She's actually comfortable, and she's doing a good job. Be proud of her.
Absolutely. Once we
right.
get to whatever door it is, I'm going to just lean over and just very gently knock 3 times. I'm still attempting to do the civilized approach in this because I'm still pretending that I didn't get a psychic beam into my head earlier.
There.
Denial is a river to Egypt, girl.
Oh, it's not for me.
There is no reply, but the door kind of gives a little. You figure it's open.
My knock hand will turn into 2 fingers that I will just immediately push the door open.
All
I'm still
right.
standing
And-
outside, but just sort of like a very gentle with my strength 4 push the door.
All right. So as you push the door open, and that's where we'll take our break.
Dun dun dun. All right.
How dare you?
So come on back in about 7 minutes, everybody, and we'll see what's in this room. And we're back. What's behind the door?
All right.
Me.
The door opens. And this room is bigger on the inside. The floor plan doesn't make sense at this point with how large this room appears. Wooden floors, and there are 4 giant pillars in each corner, one in each corner. So 4 pillars, 2 next to you, 2 on the far end. And at the back of the room, you see this being with a terracotta mask. Welcome. And even though the smile is painted on, it looks like it grows a little.
Hi, I am pretending like nothing here is out of the ordinary, and I am just still talking to a person as a person myself. Just, hi, your security downstairs let us in. We wanted to talk with you about the art fair outside.
And as you look at the pillars, you notice there are runes going down them. Yes, of course they did. You had nothing to do with that, of course. They just let you in.
Well, I did say that since we put on the festival outside, wanted to make sure that everything was going smoothly. We do know we're outside of your residence. While I'm talking to Storyteller, I'd like to spend this time doing the fatal flaw gift of just examining him in the room to see like where the weakness might be.
Okay. Go over that with me again, please.
Okay, so I spend a willpower and then I roll my intelligence plus glory against composure and subterfuge. And I am examining for a full turn. I'm learning how to deal aggravated damage in a most mechanical sense, but I'm looking for the weak points in this target, which is like the room and the person at this point. I'm just prepping myself because clearly this person isn't buying the bullshit, but I'm gonna let it
Okay.
out until I can examine.
Sure thing. Do I have enough dice? Yeah.
Last light, Blake Cleat Bishop.
Okay.
I'm gonna burn another willpower to see if I can get a higher roll.
Okay.
I did. Great. That is 7 critical for me.
Oh, wow.
I succeeded on all my dice.
You stare at this room and you do a scan for these things, and you can tell if you want to fight, this is going to be difficult. There's some sort of barrier up. There's some sort of shielding. There is as I described the character. Oh, that's right. You guys didn't see this part because only Eileen saw it. He is still wearing the wolf vest, and that is offering some protection as well as this barrier.
So is my analysis that we have to remove the wolf vest from him to do the damage, or is it
Or
runes
at
as well?
least knock down the barrier. I mean, you get the sense that it's going to be tough getting through it. If you get through the barrier, it's not that he's not going to have normal human squishy things to go through. It's going to be harder to claw on him.
Right. Okay. But yeah, in the meantime, while I'm examining all this, I'm still just acting like I'm, being a good citizen and making sure that our art festival is a positive experience for the neighborhood.
And are you actually in the room at this point? Who has?
I'm in the doorway.
You're in the doorway. Okay.
I'm just around the corner waiting. I want to maintain that stealth as quickly as possible. But since Itzley's also in dog form, I'm just gonna nudge them like, I don't like this. I don't like that voice. Just
I don't either.
Side eye.
It's
and this
in
is all
the
communicated with dog
whale
eye.
You do see multiple spirits associated with all sorts of items on this guy. Like, you're not even sure how this is working, but because there's just so many. This guy has a lot of magic on him, essentially. A lot of. So there's just a small congress of spirits almost.
Just hanging on this guy.
Around him. Yeah, they're all tied to various items that you can see and not see on this person.
Okay. Can I tell if the dagger's on him?
Yes, it has a very distinctive handle, and you can tell he currently has it sheathed, but he has a hand kind of near it.
Cool. I'm
as you can
a
tell
dog.
From the multiple eyes along the handle.
Yeah. Well, I'm a dog, so I'm like where I'm assuming Ripley is on one side of the door, like against it to stay out of sight. I am on the opposite side doing the same thing because I am a very big wolf.
Okay.
Getting the feeling that we're all kind of like Scooby-Dooing around the corner of this like door, like all looking
Yeah,
in, like head, wolf head, wolf
I'm
head.
dead. I'm dead center. So yeah, if you guys are just like on like flanking on the other side.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
Fred.
please. You're all welcome on in.
I'm just gonna peek up because I'm still respectable, kind of.
Yeah, my hackles are just going off. He says, "We're all in."
I'm just gonna say, did you come up with a name yet?
You know what? I thought about it, and I realized I really like old Batman villains and things like that. So I thought Mr. Pot would be appropriate. It humors me.
Bit on the
It's
nose.
nice that you have a sense of
It's
humor
on the
about
nose,
yourself.
yes.
Man, the 50s were a wild time for DC, apparently. What the hell is Mr. Pod?
Oh, it's like egg. It's like a Eggman or Egghead.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like Vincent Price?
So if we're going 50s Batman villain names, are we just dropping all pretenses here?
I've never had a pretense.
I was trying to do this a bit more of a respectful way. And I'll like turn to the side to let the others in. So anyone who wants to.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
walking in.
All right.
Ripley is
Nice.
going to follow behind, but in that guard dog formation, ears back. Really, I'm waiting for this fucker to make a bad move. But I can feel that energy prickling on my fur, so I'm like, I'm not going to do it. I'm too smart to throw myself recklessly.
Itzley
I'm
is
gonna drop
last.
I'm gonna drop my shoulder bag outside of the room and walk in.
Okay. Itzley, when you enter here, something very strange happens now that you're fully in the room. And you can see the Umbra, you can see the real world, but you don't see this room. Like this is slightly somewhere else between the two places.
Like it doesn't have the umbral or the physical realm filter on. It's like this is new, different, and my brain kind of
Yeah.
hurts.
Yeah.
I think hold on. Let me mark this down before I forget.
I
Go
mean,
ahead.
I don't know how they would phrase it in Werewolf, but essentially you're in a pocket dimension.
I
That's
understand. I'm
basically
trying to
how they would phrase it in Werewolf.
Okay.
I just think that I think he's gonna get a rage.
Okay.
I don't think he likes this. I think it's so jarring, both physically and mentally, that he's like legitimately like angrier about it, and he no maybe no maybe his hackles are up. I'll say that. I will not go into Krenos yet, but he's thinking about it,
All right.
and you can
Yeah.
tell he's thinking about it.
And yeah, I totally agree with getting that rage. So yeah.
So yeah, so we'll all step into the room.
All right. And he's just kind of waiting for you to say something. He said his piece, and
Well, this is awkward.
I'm just going to speak up again. Mr. Pot,
yes.
I've read your notes. You were human before this, but your work, it kind of went on into this paranoia. Would you like to enlighten us on what this apocalypse is? Perhaps there could be some form of understanding.
Oh, well, it's my understanding that you're all the cause of this apocalypse, or it seems to be that you have some disagreement over whether it's happened or is happening now. But I intend to survive. And really, that's all I want to do.
What do you
And
mean we're
I've
the
gained
cause of it?
so much power. It is,
What do you mean we're the cause of it?
well, in your history, in your lore. I've stumbled upon, it would seem a secret, something that happened in your past, that there's either a great thing happening that will swallow us whole, or it's already happened and we don't realize it yet.
And you wish to safeguard yourself against this because of something that you read.
Oh, yes.
Selfish.
And I've seen
Pitiful.
the signs. It is quite apparent that there is something very, very wrong.
Clearly, may I ask, clearly you've read about this in our history. How many times has this happened in human history? I can think of 5 off the bat over the past 2 millennia.
Oh, sure. But right now, I'm alive in this moment.
As are we.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think it's safe to say that, well, if an apocalypse did happen, we're on the other side of it at this point.
I'm sorry. Itzley can't do this anymore. He is trying and he's failing. He's going to shift to Kredos. I will make my rage checks, but slowly.
Okay.
He is not doing this in the kind of like overtly dramatic way that you see in like werewolf TV. I got a 1, but I also got 2 10s.
Okay.
I don't know what that means fully.
It's a
I think
5
I
critical.
lose.
That's a 4 critical.
Oh, that's just for
Yeah.
the shift because it's because I have to make 2 rage checks, right? Oh,
yeah,
that was
but
1 rage check.
the rage check
Mhm.
is just the 1 dice for the rage check. So it'd be 2. You roll 2 dice.
Oh, okay. Then
I think you're good.
yeah, I'm good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the first 2 are it's in order. It's in Google, so I know which ones are first.
Okay.
So, but in this form, I can talk.
That's really
Mhm.
quiet.
Yeah, Jamar, your microphone isn't actually picking up the intensity of your Garu voice.
God damn it. Anyway. You get
Itzley?
the gist.
I need you to roll your stamina plus resolve.
Yeah, I can do that. But I have another thing, but after this. Stamina plus resolve
Mhm.
is a lot. I think it's like
Your
5.
stamina is
It's 2, but
2.
my resolve
is 3, so 5. Yeah.
Oh. Oh, I don't love. Actually, no, this is fine. 6 is a success. Is a success or not a success?
6 is.
Yes. So
Yeah.
that's 3 successes. 3 successes.
Okay. That doesn't beat my 6.
Oh, fuck you.
And as soon as you go, Garu, he looks at you, points a finger, and you become a wolf again. None of that.
Ugh.
You just
I go
made him a bit
human.
nervous, is all.
I go human.
Okay.
I'm just. Is this better?
Oh, whatever you like, but I am trying to preserve myself.
Ripley is actually going to start
You
taking
don't know anything
hominid
about what
form.
you're talking about.
Just
You think you know anything about what we go through, what our history is, what the apocalypse is? No one even knows what the apocalypse is. What makes you think that? And there's only two options. It has already happened or it's happening. You are surviving. There's not like the world isn't going to explode. That's not how this works. You think because you read a book and you half know things that suddenly you understand the multitude of the universe or this fucking planet? You don't even know what you're carrying. You are just so. And he is going to, again, he's naked because
Hmm.
he's got a coat on. That's it. But he also has his spirit catcher, but he usually wears that under a shirt. But now he's like brandishing it specifically toward him, but mostly toward the spirits of the items that he's carrying, to be like shiny keys. But he's still giving him his. You're nervous about dying, so you just decided to murder some wolf and take all of take all of our stuff.
Oh no, I've collected these for quite a while now. That's not all. I did no murdering. I've located all these things
Nice.
to
You
help
just
me
won the
survive.
trophy of a
And you're
murder.
right. I don't understand a lot, but I know that I'm going to survive.
at this point, Ripley is going to take hominid form.
Mhm.
This, bare ass naked lady, but she's going to
say-
sidle up next to Itzley.
Immediately, just the blades are just off and just around her shoulders, like, oh god, Ripley, fine. Just-
I know this kind of thing. It's how you take down an elk with your pack. You're both nipping in, but it's a battle of words. And he's starting to break down. So Ripley just hops in. What's going to be left after you survive this apocalypse? Sure, you've scavenged everything, all the knowledge, but what happens after that?
I'll be around to find out.
But nothing else will. Everything dies in the apocalypse. Gaia dies, the earth crumbles. You're left with no new knowledge, no one to talk to, no
Those-
surprises.
Those items die. Those things you think is going to protect you will stop.
Will they?
They probably will. If
Seeing-
there if there is actually an apocalypse on the level that you believe there is in regards to our people, that means that the realm in which you draw power from with these items will most likely also be completely shattered. So if we are truly going through this apocalypse, you have a very limited amount of time before those become useless. Or we've already survived the apocalypse and you're done.
More knowledge. Thank you. I shall have to work harder to ensure my survival.
seeing as
No,
how,
you're
beyond the-
misunderstanding.
Beyond all this.
seeing as how everybody else is kind of not getting the point across, Jason's gonna go with some pop culture knowledge. It's like that episode of The Outer Limits, or was it The Twilight Zone? I can't remember. Either way, the guy's at the end of the world. He's got all the libraries. He's by himself, but he breaks his glasses. That's what we're trying to tell you.
Yes, the Twilight Zone.
Twilight
Yes,
Zone.
I'm familiar. I'm ensuring that doesn't happen. I'm going
Yeah,
to
but-
construct something new. Maybe that will help.
What we're
I don't
saying
know.
is the
It'll
world
be fun.
itself is the glasses.
We're saying don't get lost in your hubris by thinking that you can control the outcome if there truly is an apocalypse. I am personally of the belief that the end of the world is a bit cyclical, so we may have already gone through it and here we are still. But if we're actually coming up on a true end of all things, Don't get caught up thinking that you're ahead of the game, because that's when the ground gets kicked out from underneath you.
That's why I keep collecting. I don't think I am yet. I'm just determined.
Your museum will become your mausoleum if you continue to collect. It will just simply be on display.
Hmm,
It's time to unionize those spirits.
perhaps.
The spirits that you wield will outlast you. And then what good has it been?
What good is knowledge if you're not using it?
Oh, I've been applying my knowledge. How do you think I get all these? How do you think I did what I did to your friend there?
So close.
Do you know much about the story of the supposed apocalypse? Or do you just know that there might be one coming?
Oh, I claim no knowledge of it. I just know that something
Right.
very bad is about to happen or is happening now.
And
One
so
of the
that would
two.
that would explain why you think that you have any way of changing the course of a river here.
Oh, I
Because
plan
you think
to
it's a river and not an ocean.
I plan to ride the tide and survive the current.
You will drown. We all
Hmm,
will, should it come to
I'm
such.
I'm glad you're confident in that. So, is there anything I can help you with, or do you just keep on
Yes,
wishing to tell me how my plans are flawed?
well, yes, actually, if we're cutting to the chase, your hubris and these plans are causing an actual disruption in the working functions of the world. If anybody is causing a break in things, it is what you are currently doing. Things are bleeding over where they should not bleed over, and if anything is going to cause the destruction of those around you, it's going to be these actions.
Is that really my fault? I have merely accrued
Yes,
items that already exist in this world
and
and have.
many countries accrue weapons that already existed that they took from other countries. It does not change war. Do you wish to be the cause of the apocalypse, or do you wish to survive it?
Eh, As as I've said, I plan on survival.
You'd have more of a
I
chance of survival if you don't cause it in the first place.
Or are you the ends justifies the means kind of person? I'm just gonna like tap my knuckles on one of these pillars that have runes on them, just to like get a sense of them.
When you rap on it, you get a little bit of bluish energy kind of sparks off it a little.
Mhm. Are you the
I
ends justifies the means kind of person?
If it means my survival, yes. But I am not the cause of whatever is going on with you.
Oh, for fuck's sake,
H.
we tried the Ragabash way, we tried the Philodox way, we tried every other way, but you're just so fucking stubborn. And Ripley just lunges forward. I'm not like aggressively, but just exasperated. All you want to do is just be the last one standing, the kid with the broken toy, because you get it in the end and nobody else gets to play with it. All I see is that you're a selfish piece of shit who does nothing but hoard and keep to himself like some pitiful scavenger that'll starve itself in the end. I kind of want to just push my rage against his power. Like
Okay.
it may not be a mechanic, but I just want to. I'm dick measuring contest,
All right.
spiritual dick measuring.
The barrier I mentioned to Bishop, you kind of feel that.
While all this back and forth is going on, I'm gonna like catch eyes with Eileen and just sort of like subtly point at these pillars, see if I can kick up some more of that blue energy, just sort of demonstrate like it's this. it's very much the same, just constant. Like whenever Bishop sees a crack in the foundation, he always points it out.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead. I have 3 in firearms. I don't know what else I need to roll. I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot that. We have fun times.
What are you shooting? The pillar? Him?
Yes,
The pillar I
Oh
just
yeah,
pointed
no,
at.
I'm shooting I'm shooting Bishop, guys. Actually, this is the end of the
Okay.
chronicle right now.
Right in the face,
Um,
Dick Cheney style.
You know, that's gonna up my rage. It'll work out.
Also, like, I want to say simultaneously, like, while this is happening, I'm still raging and ranting. I would like to shift an arm into Glabro and just dig it into one of the pillars. Like, I'm doing this unintentionally. I'm just angry. I want to destroy something. I can't hit this barrier, but I can hit this.
Okay. So roll for damage. I need to know how much you do to this pillar, how like rage filled this is, and also for the shot, roll for damage.
oh,
Right.
what is the attribute I'm using?
Uh, so let's go dex and firearms.
Okay.
Dire arms.
Dire arms.
Like and subscribe.
I swear to Christ, you are so lucky I'm already stuck in this action right now. You are so fucking lucky.
That's 5 successes, no crit, and on physical tests, I get a 2 dice bonus. That was included.
Wow.
5
Okay.
on a crit.
And the rage check was passed successfully.
Okay. So this pillar basically crumbles at this point. That's a lot of successes between you two. It crumbles, and the blue sparks kind of spark smaller, and they fade, and you get a sense that this barrier has decreased a bit. And he looks and he's like, very well. And he draws the knife, and we can all go into initiative.
Oh,
Oh,
damn
we
it.
have fun.
God damn it. I was gonna do a thing.
Doing your turn.
Well, it was a talky thing, but that's fine. I want to kill him.
I'm gonna
anyway.
do a talkie. I'm gonna do a talkie thing too. It's cool.
Okay, so let's see here.
How do you want us to roll initiative, or how do you want us to determine
Actually,
initiative?
let's do it this way. Bishop, you were talking. We'll say Ripley and Eileen are at the end of the order because they just went essentially. Bishop, you'll go first, and then we'll do Itzley and Jason.
Yeah.
Okay, so as he draws the knife, I'm going to walk just straight across to the next pillar, keeping eye contact with him. But rage check succeeded. But as I do, this hand just opens up, and those like silvery claws just sort of spiral out from the very human fingertips, and I say, I should have been more upfront and direct. When I said that you are the cause of this, that means that it is our duty to solve the problem. And I'm going to dig this hand, I'm just going to palm heel straight into this pillar. Still in Hamid form, but that is an 8 dice roll for me.
Okay.
And then I add my glory into the damage.
I think my next werewolf character is gonna be in a rune. They got cool moves.
Yeah,
I
the
like to-
razor claws is our rune. The stare down thing I did earlier is
Shadow Lord.
No, that's a natural one. Any of us
Oh.
could do it.
Oh yeah,
the fatal
I knew
flaw
that.
is the Shadow
but,
Lord.
yeah.
That's 6. That's a 6 to hit on the pillar. No criticals. If it's doing damage, then it's going to be 7 damage because of the claws.
Okay. Yeah, you almost got it. It's just still a little crackly, but it's still kind of up.
Yeah, so Bishop just takes a chunk out of this pillar in Hamid form as he keeps locking eyes with this guy.
All right. And as you're doing this, he's, it's not his go yet, but you get the sense he's looking with some amount of curiosity at what's going on, and he's not quite sure what's going to happen, but seems interested in the outcome. Itzley.
He's got his little spirit catcher out.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to talk to the spirit, like he's going to speak toward him, but he's actually talking to both the collection of spirits, but mostly the one on the fur.
Okay.
And that's what the spirit catcher is focused on, because I have to choose one spirit specifically.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go, are you happy working for this man who thinks that he is beyond even you?
So Mr. Pot looks at you like he doesn't quite understand what you're talking about, or two. It's the way his terracotta head kind of cocks one way or the other, and just and
If he says anything, he's just it's just gonna, shh, I'm not talking to you, mortal.
and the spirit replies, it seems the spirit seems wounded, defeated, almost like, I do what I do. I must.
No, you don't. At least not with me here. You don't have to just be attached to
You
these
would
things.
set me free?
It's better than this.
I cannot unbind myself.
Can I unbind spirits from things? I guess I could break all the things.
I mean, yeah, if you want to break this guy's vest, you'll essentially have unbound the spirit from it, because there's no longer anything to be attached to.
I can unbind you. You just have to not work as well. I will need your help to get the vest.
I shall attempt this.
Good. And then at the end of my action, I'm just gonna mosey toward one of the things and one of the pillars. But I did a lot of talking, so I think that is the end of my turn.
Yeah. All right. So now we go to Jason.
I am going to, let's see my character sheet. I'm going to switch to Glabro.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I need one of those numbered dice for that one. That is not a successful rage check. That is a 3. So my rage goes down, I believe, with that. Where's my rage number? There it is. So I'm going to the pillar that Bishop already hit. That seems to be like barely holding together from what you described.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna like drop kick it. Like run over and then like double foot into it.
Okay. Awesome.
So I should go like Dex
the
and
Jason
Brawl.
Cyberdog drop kick.
Yeah. I only have one rage now. That is unfortunate. So it's that and some of these. And I'm in Glabro, so I get 2 more of those. Nope, that is a D4. I do not need that. I'm going to willpower check that one.
All right.
Ooh, that's much better. So that is 4 successes.
All right. This other pillar breaks. And in this moment, you all get the sense that without the other pillars, this shield has gone down. 2 was enough to wreck the essentially ritual of it.
We've moved the stones of power from the circle of destiny. Get them.
All right. Ripley or Eileen, who wants to go first?
I was muted, but I have an idea. I want back permission for it because I'm going to do some crazy shit. Ripley is experiencing her first Krenos since her first change. She's riding on that rage wave. I'm going to swing at him unless I'm fully willing to allow people to stop me or say no, but Ripley's just going to go into Krenos and unbind him from this life because she's pissed.
Okay.
Go for it.
Any
Okay.
objection at all?
Yeah. Roll your.
I want to
Oh.
try and actually Rainbow Six Siege this. I am going to put my magnifying glass up to my screen. I'm going to try and fucking headshot this man.
Oh my
Fuck.
god! Wait, let's combine it. So Ripley is entering Krenos. Let me make the rage rolls for that. Okay, those are 2 8s passed. She just
Oh,
is ranting about why don't you just shut up, you superior piece of just fur sprouting, bones crackling, her speech turning gurgled as she enters Krenos and goes to grab this guy around his little potted neck.
What's your
Is this
Krenos form look
still-
like?
A giant red wolf.
All right.
Oh,
is
So
this
Eileen, what was
still a Dex and firearms roll?
Yep, Dex and firearms. Ripley, strength plus brawl plus
Strength
whatever
plus brawl.
Krynos bonus you get.
Plus
That's so many
plus
dice.
4.
And the Red
Plus
Talon's
4.
gift for combat. That's all my dice.
I have 5 on a crit.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's 10. No crit.
10.
And your damage is plus 3.
Plus 3 damage.
All right. So I gotta do some rolling here.
I just rolled like
Uh,
12 dice. That was
Let's
too
see
many
here.
dice.
Where is my? Okay.
If anybody who's watching right now has paid attention, we in our other werewolf game we've quoted Limp Bizkit, so this is rolling.
We're not breaking shit yet. I don't have a motherfucking
Okay.
chainsaw.
We broke 2 pillars.
So,
It's true.
Ripley, how many successes did you have again?
10.
10. Okay. I defend against 7 of those. But he still takes damage.
He'll take 3 damage out of that 10 plus 3 more for her claws.
Yes. Yep.
So he'll take 6
Take
still.
6. Yep. So you did do damage, just not as total. And firearms. Let's see here. He's defending against you, so he's going to 3, 4. And what'd you get for firearms?
5 on a crit.
5 on crit. Okay. The bullet just kind of absorbs into the fur. I got 6 successes.
God damn it.
All right.
Now it is time to bring stuff.
It's all about the he said, she said bullshit.
Uh,
Thank you very
now
much. Quit talking that shit.
Now it's his go.
Oh boy.
Ripley, you're right on him. He pulls out the silver dagger, magic dagger, and attempts to plunge it into you.
Oh boy. Time to roll for defense.
Yep.
I don't know if anyone else remembers this, but when Itzley explained the magical properties of this dagger, he did explain that it's very bad for dogs.
Not the time. And like she like just racks the gun again and like starts to like step forward.
5 on a crit. also would like to point out that would be a brutal outcome because the rage dice were the crits.
So it's a success, but it's a brutal success to harm.
I don't like that laugh.
All right.
I mean, that's good. I think harm is the only time that a brutal outcome is good.
Yeah. So, okay. Roll one more d10 with me,
Oh.
and let's see what you get.
Oh.
We tied, even on the crit.
I rolled a 6.
Same. Dang it. I was
Dang
hoping
it.
that would resolve things.
Quick, rock, paper, scissors, guys.
All right, one more time.
Yeah, I just imagine this is some really cool battle. Like, she has her hand around his wrist with the dagger. That's a crit. That's a 10.
I crit as well.
Oh my god.
I think we're just at net zero for this. I think like
Someone
nothing
needs to
happens.
step in because they're very
Okay,
evenly matched right now.
I will
Shoot him.
shoot again. Yeah, shoot again.
So you're in this combat, and it's neither one of you gains advantage, but he
Oh yeah,
doesn't
I'm like
stab
keeping
you.
the dagger
Oh,
from my
so,
throat. He's
yeah.
keeping my jaws from his.
I'll wait
Since
till my
we're
turn again.
in we share brain cell and rolling apparently. All right, that's his go. And yeah, Bishop, you're back up.
All right. Well, I have just seen Bishop has like pride on his face at Ripley going Krenos and immediately turns to just pure rage watching this person attempt to stab at Ripley. So with both succeeded, I'm in full Krenos form and I am crossing the entire space. And while she's locked up with him, I'm literally just gonna grab the back of this guy's head and I'm biting straight into his face.
Okay. And since you've gone around to the back, it you see the terracotta mask, but it's only on the front, and there's a strap in the back, so there's plenty of fleshy skull bits too.
Oh yikes.
Yeah, so then I'm biting straight into the back of his skull like a freaking jaguar.
Okay.
Give me something to rage.
Take the
This-
shot.
oh.
Take the shot.
There's gonna be
I'm
plenty,
waiting
don't
for
worry.
my run.
All right, and this is a lot of fucking dice. Okay.
Give me some
Oh.
face.
I'll spend a willpower, why not?
A chainsaw. Motherfucking chainsaw. Let me stop before we get muted.
That's 9 successes.
Yeah, I only got 4, so
Cool. And then
Oh.
it's +1, and then it's +1 aggravated because I went biting into the back of his head.
yeah, you do a
We
lot
did
of
this
damage.
non-lethally.
So the combined damage he's taken is a bit, but he's still up.
So my
Ipsley.
teeth are just sunk into the back of his skull as I like lock eyes with Ripley.
Itzley?
Krenos.
Oh yeah.
Hi, can I order some Krenos, please? Thank you.
Ice cream machine broke. Krenos form.
That is 1 success and 1 4, which is not a success, but it's not super bad.
Okay. Oh yeah, right. I got it. I got take away.
So I just go down 1 rage, right?
Yeah.
I think so, yes. So I'm at 2. That's fine. That works for me. I am gonna start like attacking him, but like in a way that's so like I'm almost like not completely in this combat because I'm like just trying to get his magical things in this particular instance, specifically the fucking vest. I would like to just like, if I have to rip it apart to rip it off, and if he gets damaged in the process, so be it, but he is not my target.
Okay.
Do I just roll a
Strength and brawl? Yeah.
okay, just making sure. And that's a 4 dice bonus. That's 1, 2, 3. That's good because I only roll 5. I ain't technically good at hitting things. Oh, why would they do this to me? I got 3 successes. One is a crit, and but one of the rage dice has a 1 on it.
Okay, well, it's combat, so that's good for you.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So yeah, one of those goes through, and you tear into this vest.
Does it look haggard?
Oh, he does. The vest is
Oh, it's my
tiny,
claws, so it's +3.
oh,
Whoops.
+3. Yeah, you have definitely shredded this vest. It's since you're attacking it directly, you just yeah, there's tear marks in it. And you did a little damage to him, but still standing.
That's fine. My friends are gonna murder him anyway. They're crazy. But I told the spirit I would help him out, so I'm gonna do that.
All right.
But that's
so
it.
that brings us to Jason.
Everybody else is doing it. I'm feeling left out. That is a 10 on the first rage
It's
check.
only peer pressure if you do it.
That is a 10 on the second rage check. I am not losing my rage today. So yeah, I'm gonna go full Krenos, and then kind of tower over him. Kind of.
It's getting tough to find a spot to go because all your other friends are around.
Because Ripley's at the front, kind of trying to make sure that the knife doesn't get stabbed into her, and she's trying to bite at his neck. Bishop's on the other side, so I'm just gonna go off to the one side of him, and then kind of like a shark coming up, just bite over top of his entire head.
Sure. I gotta subtract some dice here. Okay.
It is it's
like
strength and brawl.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when puppies tug. Oh, God.
It's like Lady and the Tramp for Jason and Bishop, but it's some guy's head instead of spaghetti.
Ooh. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes, but no crits whatsoever.
All right. So just for funsies, let's have Ripley and Eileen go. This guy's done for. So, but I think you both should get extra turns.
Let's overkill him.
Yeah.
Let's do it. We're werewolves. That's what we do. Say, Storyteller, do you agree that silver is of the Weaver? That kind of thing, mankind?
It's a natural element.
Yeah, it's a natural element. So
it is in knife form.
Yeah, the knife, however, is
that's
totally
what I'm looking for, man-made.
Yeah.
So, Your Honor, I would like to employ Render Down, and I'm going to shift my head to actually bite down directly on the dagger. I'll take whatever damage comes with doing that, but I'm going to use Render Down and start melting this thing.
Tell us about Render Down.
All right, let me pull that up in the book. I actually have the rules cut and pasted here, but the text is so tiny.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I
know.
Same with my character sheet where I'm like,
I'm so sorry. I'm just like, oh, I know we've come to the boring part of the game, rules and math.
I gotta do math.
In a matter of seconds, the werewolf is able to corrode, rot, or otherwise cause any inert material they touch to decay, as if it exposed left to the elements. This is, I don't believe it requires a check. Let me pull up in the book just in case, but that is what it does. And I have to spend one rage check.
It's one rage check, and you do a resolved honor.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
And this can actually affect natural elements as well. So even if it's pure silver, you can still affect it.
Thank you. All right. So resolve and honor. I've got to resolve to honor. Make that rage check.
Yes, and you will take some damage from this because you are.
It's in my mouth.
Yeah, it's in your mouth.
Still silver, just like.
I mean, we finally got her to the dentist.
That's 4 successes for me.
That's not the silver. That's
All right.
the gingivitis.
and a success in the rage check.
Now Bishop's
right.
gonna have to go. Ripley,
Um,
get it out of your mouth. Come on, let it go.
As you do this, you take 4 aggravated damage.
Oh, and all in my mouth.
And but you do have an effect. You get the sense that the hilt is fine, but the silver is kind of reacting.
Also,
That's the
good news
sappy part.
for ag is the 4 health bars that you get added on for your Krynos form.
Yep,
Yeah.
that just told me Kratos. But that'll be my turn. This man is just watching. It's like I bite down. Obviously, my mouth is getting red and irritated, and probably blood is starting to form, but that dagger is melting into this green ooze and just dripping down between
Yeah.
whatever coiling battles between us.
And Eileen, what would you like
Eileen,
to
shoot.
do?
I'm
Shoot the
shooting
fully
again.
restrained man.
All
I'm
right.
shooting again.
You're going to succeed because he was dead a while ago, but I think it's fun and flavorful that everyone gets one final blow in. So
Yeah. Let's roll. Let's roll. I
All
want
right.
to roll.
Sure, go for it.
Gonna be picking terracotta mask out of my teeth for the next week.
That's how I went around the
6
back.
on a crit.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. So if you all want, let's start with you, Eileen, and let's all go around and describe what parts and bits of them you just tear off and describe what that is. So Eileen, what are you shooting? What does this look like?
Eileen is like currently like she's like looking at this like she's out in her yard just like I'm trying to get this deer and trying to get this damn deer and right now she's just like aiming it, she's just like, why are these fuckers blocking my shot? And but she is once again going Rainbow Six Siege methods and is playing like what's his name, Glass from the game, and just again going for the headshot. No one cares about my dumbass. I'm off in the corner. You don't know I'm here. I'm just trying to snipe.
All right. Yeah, you definitely blast some of that terracotta mask just right off.
Much right
And-
before she does that, like as she's taking aim, I just rip off his entire arm, the one holding the dagger,
Okay.
splitting off.
Arm comes off. You see his real eye from the terracotta mask you split off. His arm goes, still holding onto the hilt. The silver on the dagger is mostly gone. The hilt is still fine, though, with all the eyes staring out endlessly. But so Itzley, let's go with.
I am actually like pulling every piece of anything on him apart. Like the dagger's fucked, the vest is fucked, but I think that Itzley is just like. Is it safe to say that none of the spirits looked particularly happy when he was like at the spirits?
Yeah, they're kind of bound to the items and doing their job, as it were.
I guess I'll keep some of them. They are sacred artifacts, but also I'm ripping it all apart, like ribbons, flesh, mostly torso, because I was already there.
All right. And let's go with Jason and then finish up with Bishop.
So with Eileen's shot, it probably like hit his head, which is currently stuck between my jaws. So that probably loosened up the head structural integrity just enough for my jaws to clamp down and like spray both Ripley and Ash with a bit of like brain matter and splat red mist from what's left of its skull. Yeah, I'm gonna be picking this guy out of my teeth for a while.
Awesome. All right. We end where we began. Bishop.
The human skull consists of several sections of bone. Most posterior is known as the occipital bone. It's the part down here at the bottom that protects the brain, and it's also the part that my lower jaw is currently sunk into. So as as Jason squeezes and gets a really solid grip on the parietal bone up here and holds the head in place, I'm going to pull back and come out with an occipital bone in my mouth
All
as the back of this man's skull just pours out from the squeeze, the shot, and the can
All
opening
right.
that just
And
occurred.
just before you do that, you hear a as you finish, and his body is messed up, and it kind of it melts a bit as it goes down. Maybe it's an effect of all these items on it. Who knows? But it just sort of melts, and there's just some gore on the ground and left behind.
In this moment, with only goo left of his body, how confident do I feel that he's actually dead?
Pretty confident.
Okay, good. That laugh had me sus. I was like, wait.
Because you have a high occult, I will give you, there are ways to have yourself preserved beyond what your body can, but you're not sure if he had anything like that on him. It's just a theory, it doesn't.
Game theory. Thanks for watching.
With all of this happen, the black and white tuxedo Krynos form of Bishop is going to shrink back down and just pop the occipital bone out of his mouth. And because these clothes were not dedicated, this 6'8" just naked man is going to walk back out, grab the bag, and start dressing in the extra clothes that he brought in that bag specifically for this reason. And finally, he's going to reach in, pull out this one squeezy toy, and just toss it at Ripley's Krynos form.
What is it like we go from this deathly stare, muzzle covered in blood, to puppy eyes shrinking down, that one shape-shifting scene from the Turf movie of just slowly shrinking down before there's just Ripley, a seemingly innocent Belgian Malinois, just gnawing happily on her squeaky toy. I imagine it's a lamb chop toy too, just for the extra fun.
Excellent. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say he just goes fully back to human form, and he's just kind of picking up the salvageable artifacts, as it were.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically you can get the hilt and a bunch of other stuff we can talk about at some other time.
Yeah, that's fine.
The vest is pretty much gone. The spirit actually thanks you for being.
I'm a real one. Tell your friends. And then I'm just gonna take those. Yoink, my magical artifacts now.
All right. And
wow.
One final scene. As you all leave this place and go out, everyone with a phone starts getting messages. Something very odd is happening now. And there are the best description is these black holes opening up everywhere and things coming out. And as you look up, it's still daylight, or at least it was, as this mass of black and purple streaks in the sky covering the sun. You see these faces in this jumble of things, and this mass forms this huge wolf that envelops the horizon and howls. And that's where we'll end.
Ripley, what did you do?
What the fuck?
We'll come up with another name later, guys. We got more stuff to do.
Did I do that?
Fucking
I have enough buckshot.
This is what happens when you don't return your library books on time.
Yeah, exactly. So thank you everybody for watching our Werewolf the Apocalypse game. Yeah, so we'll find somebody to rate if we're on Twitch. If we're not on Twitch, if you're watching this on YouTube, enjoy some of our other stuff, and we'll do some quick outros of everybody, and see where you're gonna be at, what you're doing, that sort of thing. Let's start off with Jamar.
Me. Hi, I'm Jamar. I've been Itzley, the Ghost Council Theurge who accidentally helped cause the apocalypse, I guess.
On purpose.
Cool. I mean, yes, but also hate. He's gonna get yelled at by his secret friend, probably. Or not, who knows. Anyway, I am on the internet sometimes. You can find me on most apps as Poppy Wolves, where I will just be vibing, really, just living my life.
And Abby.
Oh my goodness. Hi, I'm Ripley. I just don't like it when nerds monologue, so I break their stuff. But if you want to see me do more chaos, you can check me out on the Dying Bird and the Blue Sky website at Nev of Abby, where I'm doing cultural consultations. I'm talking about the nerdery, and I'm doing more werewolf stuff. By the time this airs, the High Shelf Collective will have released our Rage Across Texas series. It is amazing. I absolutely love the group. And I'm doing some more lupus chaos, but this time I'm Naruun. So keep an eye out for that at the High Shelf Collective, as well as keep an eye out on other things. Because quite frankly, I have my fingers in too many pots. It's not good for my sleep schedule. When do I sleep? Send help, please. Also, it's Indigenous Peoples Month. You should consider donating to the Navajo Nation Water Project. Bye.
And Michaela.
Hi, I'm Mikayla. I was playing Eileen tonight. You can find me playing a different werewolf who is a bit more bitchier, also on this channel. And whenever the main game comes back, you can find me also playing a bitch with a bad attitude problem. Yes, the meatsy, get the shirts, send me your merch. I will definitely do something with it. Yes. Also, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr, because I'm sad.
And Zach.
Hi, I'm Zachary Vaudo. I have been the CEO of MyCell and your Arun Shadow Lord, Bishop Ash. That's my Twitter handle. My link is over there. You can find me there on Twitter. You can find me at SneakerNet on Blue Sky and also on Spotify, where I release music that I make, such as the theme song to this game. You can also find me on the Hype Goblin on Thursdays with Abby playing a game called Luck and Chaos. It is a completely homebrewed D&D 5e campaign. Shit went sideways. Now we get to figure out where we go from there. By this point, I'm not sure what's come out yet, but I'm going to be in a project called Villains on Carrion and Comfort Studios eventually. So check that out. And just follow me on social media to see what I'm up to at this point, because most likely I am wherever tabletop games are played.
It's true. I've seen him at a couple of those tables. And last but certainly not least, over here, special guest storyteller who dropped an apocalypse on us, DC.
Hey, everybody. I'm DC. You can find me everywhere under DC Lasair. That's DC Lasair. Come over to my Twitch channel Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern for video games. And on Fridays, I do a Tech Friday where I talk about streaming and all sorts of tech and making shows and all that. So come by, check that out. Check out previous episodes on my YouTube. It's at DC Lasair because that's what it is everywhere. So, and Steve, before you go, I want to say thank you for letting me do this. Players, thank you for agreeing to do this. It's been a lot of fun. And yeah, look forward to what comes next.
Thanks for running it. This is super fun. And this guy ordinarily is Storyteller Steve, but DC was the storyteller for this one. So if you want to help out the channel, if you are on Twitch, you can follow us here for free. But if you want to subscribe and help us out monetarily, money goes to the people who you see on screen. It is always appreciated. And if you link your Amazon Prime account, you can take money directly out of Jeff Bezos's pocket and put it in ours. So that's a win-win, according to me. So if you're watching this on YouTube, subscription is the thing that's actually free, or you can become a member for only $3, and that again helps us out awesomely monetarily. Or you can head over to our merch shop and buy stuff like this, which says the Meat C for everybody playing the home game. And if you buy some of our Meat C merch, you can, like a shower curtain, for example, you can send the picture of that once you get it all set up in your washroom to Michaela over here, Cosmic Dazai, everywhere. And she will judge a contest, see who has the best bathroom with the Meat C shower curtains or Meat C shirts, whatever you want to send.
If you have matching Bed Bath and Beyond stuff, I will give extra points.
And if you want to help us out monetarily even more, you can go over to our Patreon, where $5 allows you to check out episodes early, and it's pretty awesome. So we will see you when we see you next. So have a good night, everybody.